God-level duplication system. Chapter 58. Top 3. This was totally out of everyone's expectations, and they almost couldn't believe what they were seeing. Even the number one expert in outer sect, Chen Yuzi, had a solemn expression on his face. He had predicted that Lin Xuan would win, but he didn't expect Lin Xuan to defeat Zhou Lei in an instant. When he was still in the Qi gathering stage, although he had defeated Zhou Lei many times, he had never defeated Zhou Lei in an instant like Lin Xuan did. Even though he was now in the Qi transformation stage, he couldn't guarantee that he would have that kind of ability. But now Lin Xuan has done it. This had shocked him greatly. At the same time, he had a clearer understanding of Lin Xuan's talent. Lin Xuan's talent was probably much stronger than he had imagined. In the entire Drifting Cloud sect, Lin Xuan should be considered a top genius. Initially, he thought that not only had he reached the Qi transformation stage, but he could also use the embryonic form of sword intent. He would definitely become the champion of this competition. But now, it seemed like the situation was different from what he had expected. Lin Xuan's appearance could already threaten his chances of winning the championship. In this competition, Lin Xuan should be his only rival. He just didn't know if he could defeat Lin Xuan with his Qi transformation stage cultivation base and sword intent. Especially when he thought that Lin Xuan was only a new disciple of beginner level for a month, and he already had such powerful strength. At this moment, he had no confidence in winning. He was even more shocked by Lin Xuan's talent. He knew that there was really an extraordinary person in outer sect this time. All the new disciples cheered excitedly after the initial shock. Perhaps they couldn't understand the significance of this battle. However, they felt very proud that Lin Xuan had entered the top 3 as a new disciple. If this news were to spread, the new disciples who entered the outer sect at the same time as Lin Xuan would be very proud. Because of Lin Xuan's existence, those old disciples didn't dare to bully them anymore. They were naturally happy and excited. On the high platform, Xu Anlin was still sitting in his original position, but there was some excitement on his face. Grand Elder's eyes fell upon Lin Xuan, and the shock on his face increased. Then his shock turned into joy. He never thought that Lin Xuan would give him another surprise. This time, he found a pretty good genius. He just didn't know if this surprise could continue. Grand Elder was also looking forward to Lin Xuan. On the arena, congratulations to host for obtaining a spirit opening stage level 2 warrior, Xu Anlan's shocking energy plus 3000. Congratulations to host for obtaining a condensation spin stage level 5 warrior, Zhongquan's shocking energy plus 1700. Lin Xuan heard a cold notification sound in his ears. He looked at the energy points that were increasing at an even faster speed in the void in front of him, and a light flashed in his eyes. As expected, he was right. He had instantly defeated the number 2 expert of the outer sect, Zhou Lei. The effect of this was much greater than before, and the energy points he had obtained were also much greater than before. In just a short period of time, he had obtained several tens of thousands of energy points. He believed that he would be able to accumulate over 100,000 energy points very soon. When the competition ended and he approached Grand Elder and Xu Anlin, he would be able to duplicate all the treasures on both of them. Lin Xuan's eyes were filled with satisfaction. At this moment, a sound came from the side. In this match, Lin Xuan won. He has successfully advanced to the top 3. This was the voice of the referee, Deacon Zhang. Only now has Deacon Zhang come back to his senses. He hurriedly announced the result loudly. His eyes were also filled with shock as he looked at Lin Xuan. He felt incomparably shocked. The one who was defeated was the number 2 genius of the outer sect, Zhou Lei. He should be able to break through to the Qi transformation stage in a month or 2 at most and then enter the inner sect. But even so, he was still instantly defeated by Lin Xuan, who had only been at the beginner level for a month. Such a scene had gone beyond his expectations. He couldn't accept such an outcome. Because of this, he was extremely shocked. After Lin Xuan heard this, he jumped off the stage with a calm expression. He walked to the team of the top 20 contestants. Wherever he went, these top experts of the outer sect would take the initiative to retreat. Their faces were full of respect and worship. This was the deterrence brought by strength. In this world where strength was supreme, it was a very common thing. Lin Xuan had long understood this, so he did not mind. He randomly chose a spot and stood there. He was waiting for the next battle. The competition continued. The next match would be between one of the three great experts of the outer sect, the only female disciple, Guan Yuanchuang, and another top 10 disciple of the outer sect. Originally, Guan Yuanchuang was the strongest female disciple of the outer sect, and her appearance and figure weren't bad either. She was known as the #1 beauty of the outer sect. Her appearance would probably cause a lot of cheers. But at this moment the reactions were average. Although the disciples still looked over, they did not seem to be in the mood. Guan Yuanchuang saw this and could not help but laugh bitterly. She also knew that this was because of Lin Xuan's competition just now. As the new disciple, Lin Xuan had instantly killed the #2 expert of the outer sect, Zhou Lei, who was ranked higher than him. This match had given them a huge shock. It had made all the disciples very excited, and they had yet to recover from their shock. Regarding this, Guan Yuanchuang could only smile helplessly. She had no choice. Compared to Lin Xuan, she was indeed far from being able to compare. She was also helpless. She could only let them do as they pleased. The competition ended very quickly as well. As expected, Guan Yuanchuang won easily in less than 10 moves. The gap between the top 3 of outer sect and the other top 10 disciples of outer sect was not small. However, everyone saw that Guan Yuanchuang defeated another top 10 disciple of the outer sect so easily. Zhou Lei, who was stronger than Guan Yuanchuang, couldn't even withstand a single blow from Lin Xuan and was instantly killed. Everyone was even more shocked by Lin Xuan's strength. As for Lin Xuan, he had only joined the outer sect for a month. It was his natural talent that allowed him to bring such strength with him. Everyone was even more shocked by Lin Xuan's talent. Lin Xuan also used this chance to obtain another wave of energy points. On the high platform, Grand Elder's voice spread. The third round of the competition has ended. The top 3 had been decided. They were Chen Yuzi, Lin Xuan, and Guan Yuanchuang. They were all outstanding talents of the Drifting Cloud sect. The sect would focus on nurturing them and rewarding them handsomely. Congratulations to them. As soon as Grand Elder finished his words, thunderous applause sounded out from the competition grounds. Everyone's eyes fell upon Chen Yuzi, Lin Xuan, and Guan Yuanchuang. Their faces were filled with admiration and respect. The top 3 of outer sect were not only the top experts of outer sect. When they entered the inner sect, they wouldn't be ordinary disciples, but the geniuses of the inner sect. Their future achievements wouldn't be low. In addition, as the top 3 in the competition, they had at least 500 contribution points. That was equivalent to at least 50 substandard spirit stones. This naturally made all the disciples envious. Among them, Lin Xuan had entered the inner sect as a new disciple, and he would at least be in second place. This made everyone pay more attention to him. He had already surpassed Chen Yuzi, the #1 expert of the outer sect. After a while, Grand Elder's voice continued to ring out. Next is the 4th round of the competition. The top 3 will be decided by the ranking competition. 2 people will fight against 2 people, and the top 3 will be decided in the end. However, considering your previous battles, you have consumed a lot of true chi. He rested for a quarter of an hour. After that quarter of an hour, the 4th round will officially begin. This time, Grand Elder's words did not cause any disturbance. This was the rule of the previous big competitions, so no one was surprised. Although it seemed like Lin Xuan, Chen Yuzi, and Guan Yuanchuang did not consume much energy in this competition, however, the rule was the rule and it had to be carried out.